A $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. Johnson
will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Johnson again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2 to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks,
It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
and that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Steps away to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Tua on 4th down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the the season now. That is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd and 10, Jones going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Johnson running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will have a first down at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Jones on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that as it stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Jones now on first down. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. After the sack on first down, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jones. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another run by Lindsey. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing Jones. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. back to throw again. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 35 on 2nd down, Tua buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Tua. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tua to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Hey, I tried, fellas. Good game, man.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A short gain here.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Yeah, I don't know how that slant keep getting open. Nobody be over there.
The rain is kicking off a wild week of weather. Good evening, I'm Doreen.
He'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about